corner 3 and 4. We're ready to go racing. Chet Doolin, Pat Jordan off of corner number 4. The green flag is in the air. Grid 602. Sportsmans are racing down to the front straightaway as they attack turn number 1. Picture perfect Pat Jordan right there in control. Look at the 0-0 at Tim Gould make a high, wide, and handsome 3-wide pass out of corner number 2. They race into 3 and 4. Off of 4 they come. Jordan still with your advantage. Tim Gould right there for second, and coming out of the last row, the 0-0 of Matt Brewer. Brewer now looking underneath Tim Gould as they exit corner number 4. But so far, this one's all been the Richford, New York native in the Gypsum by McCarthy, car number 25. Pat Jordan is checking out and setting sail on the first qualifying event. Brewer takes a look underneath Gould off of 4. We got ourselves a race for the runner-up spot. Stacy Jackson still right there in position number 4. Everybody's vying for a top 3 spot. That is the proverbial redraw spot. So everybody wants to be in the top 3. This time around, halfway down, halfway to go for Pat Jordan. Brewer now to the inside of Gould as they hit turns number 1 and 2. Matt Brewer looking for position number 2. Off of corner number 2 they run. Brewer's got the 0-0B in contentions down to the back straightaway as they hit turns 3 and 4. Give the spot to Matt Brewer. Now here comes Stacy Jackson. You got to understand, he wants to be in that top 3. That's the final redraw spot. So Jackson looks underneath his former racing teammate, Tim Gould. Down to the backstretch they go. Gould's looking high, but Jackson's there for the bottom. That is a race for the final redraw spot. Off of corner number 4 on the white flag. Give it to Stacy Jackson for 3. For the final time, down to the back straightaway. Driving the Gypsum by McCarthy. Car number 25 out of Richford, New York. This one's going to go to picture perfect Pat Jordan. And the race for the runner-up spot's going to go to Matt Brewer in the 0-0. Stacy Jackson will be your final redraw spot in car number 22, followed by Tim Gould. And rounding out your top 5 is Lem Atkins in car number 46. Ken Titus and Alex Stan are going to round out the field. Off of corner number 4, the green flag is waving. We're racing down to the front straightaway. Nick Nye up on the top side. Can't make it happen. TC Tommy Collins will settle right in there. Mike Nagel Jr. at 3 wide down to the front straightaway. As Nagel Jr. was looking to pass Nick Nye, Nye was looking to pass Tom Collins. Nagel Jr. again will put the right front American racer underneath Nick Nye as they hit turns 3 and 4. He clears him off of 4. He'll go to work on Tom Collins' 713. They hit turn number 1. Tom Collins has got the lead. He's setting the pace, but right now Mike Nagel Jr. out of Jackson, Pennsylvania is setting the chase in car number M7. Into 3 off of 4 they come. Mike Nagel Jr. will draw even terms and he'll drive right by him down to the front straightaway. That's for the race lead and it's over. Mike Nagel Jr. is your new race leader. Tom Collins will fill in second. Nick Nye still looking for racing room with beer money. As he comes out of corner number 4. Looks underneath Collins, nothing doing there. Collins will settle into the second position. Alex Stanton gets by Todd Titus for 5th. Five laps down in this one, and it's been all Mike Nagel Jr. in car number M7. This time around, the parallel popsicle sticks are in the air. 2 more trips around the ultra-fast Penn Can Speedway for Mike Nagel Jr. The white flag is out. 1 more trip around the ultra-fast facility. Mike Nagel Jr. will take it the final time. Down to the back straightaway. Into 3 he goes. Off of 4 he comes. The black and white silks are in the air. Give the second qualifier to Mike Nagel Jr. The runner-up spot is Tom Collins into 7:13 and Nick Nye into 6NN. Dustin Jordan will finish 4th and Alex Stan will round out the top 5. So we called for 6 and that's what we got this time around in the Sunoco Racing Fuels making PowerPoint. The green flag is out. We are the final qualifier down to the front straightaway. 3 wide as they hit turns 1. Still 3 wide in the middle of the back straightaway. Everybody's trying to challenge for position. Moose Gully around in corner number 3. So the green is out. We're racing down to the front straightaway. The 1R, Kyle Roner, handily takes the lead as they run down into 1 and 2. Kyle Roner, Donnie Lawson, Kevin Warden, Dale Welty. Dale Welty will take that final transfer spot for a redraw from Kevin Ward. So the parallel popsicle sticks are out. 2 more trips around the speedway for the 1R, Kyle Roner. It's over. So we got them all stacked and packed. We are ready to go racing. This time around out of corner number 4, Dakota Anderson and Bump Scott right there on your front row. Out of 4 they roll. The green flag is in the air. The first 600 XL Series race is underway. Down to the front straightaway they go. Dakota Anderson, Bump Scott running right there for second. The 71 of Travis Fisher. And here comes Hunter Deal in the Sunoco ride.
You know that Haley's father drives the 63.
Yeah, right. It's Eric. Bam!
71 of Fisher getting into Dakota Anderson's 4R. Got him up and out of the way. And Dakota Anderson will drive back underneath him down to the front straightaway. Here comes Hunter Deal in that Sunoco ride, though.
Eric Boyd, Daly's not his son, right?
So the 71 of Travis Fisher is your leader. Dakota Anderson running right there for 2. Hunter Deal for 4. And here comes Bailey Boyd on the inside of Hunter down to the back straightaway. Dakota Anderson gets around in a knot and collects Hunter Deal. Car number 73 of Jason Smith around in a knot over there. So out of corner number 4, the green flag is in the air. Dakota Anderson will take off down to the front straightaway. Billy Boyd right there to put pressure on him as they hit turns number 1. Into one, off of two. Look at Bailey Boyd now. He drives underneath Dakota Anderson down to the back straightaway. Give the lead to Bailey Boyd as they hit turn number 3 and 4.
That's what I heard this time.
Hunter Deal now trying to go to work on Dakota Anderson's 4R. We got one around over here in turn number 2. This is a 73 of Jason Smith again. Green is out. We're racing down to the front straightaway. The 163 of Bailey Boyd now takes him into 1 and 2. Hunter Deal up on the top side, looking to clear Dakota Anderson off of corner number 2. Give the runner-up spot to Deal as they run down to the back straightaway.
Looks like he knows what he's doing. Whoa, whoa. Coming right back at him.
This time around, the checkered flag is in the air, and the win is going to go to Bailey Boyd in a 163. Hunter Deal for 2. The 4R, Dakota Anderson, will round out the top 3. The 1F not making the call for this heat race. So we got them all stacked up right here out of corner number 4. The green is out. We're racing down to the front straightaway. Camden Maybe races down into turns number 1 and 2. Look at Josh Mudge on the outside in the 5 a.m. trying to make room. So Camden Maybe's got control of this one. The 127 of Corey England right there for 2. Josh Mudge in the 5 a.m. there for 3. Jamie France in the car number 11 will round out the top 4, but he's going to work after Josh Mudge down to the front straightaway. France taking a high, wide, down through 1 and 2. He'll come out of 2. He'll drives by the 5 a.m. of Josh Mudge. He clears Mudge for that 3rd spot. Young Camden Maybe out front with that 56 car. Josh Mudge still not going to go away quietly. Him and France will be battling hard for that 3rd position. We'll give 3rd to Mudge now. Halfway down with this one. 4 in, 4 more trips around the speedway to go. But out front and having this one go all his own way is Camden Maybe in car number 56K. Corey England in the 127 now, starting to put a little pressure on Maybe. Caution right here in turn number 4. The 15 of Damon Henry. So we got 5 laps down, 3 more trips around the speedway. Camden Maybe fires first. We're green off of turn number 4, racing down to the front straightaway. Maybe will lead the charge down into 1 and 2. Corey England right there for 2. Josh Mudge in there for 3. Jamie France for 4 as they run down to the back straightaway. This time around, the parallel popsicle sticks are in the air. 2 more trips around the ultra-fast Penn Can Speedway here tonight. White flag is out. One more final trip down to the back straightaway for the Buffalo Wild Wings. 56K. Off corner number 4 he comes. Susquehanna, Pennsylvania native Camden Maybe is victorious in heat race number 2, followed by Corey England, 127. The 5 a.m. of Josh Mudge. Jamie France for 4. When Jeff Wayman gives him the signal out of turn number 4, we're going to go racing this time around. The green is out. Factory Stocks racing down to the front straightaway. Well, Tommy Groover already underneath Alicia Towner as they hit 3 and 4. Off of 4 they come. Josh Towner's your leader. Groover for second. Jim Sykes gets it around. What a job of sportsmanship. Keeps her right on a rolling. Down to the front straightaway. Tommy Groover underneath the exit. Josh Towner. They hit turns 1 and 2. Side by side. Down to the back straightaway. Josh Towner on the outside. Tommy Groover on the bottom. Into 3 and 4 they go. High, wide, and handsome is the X car of Josh Towner. But Tommy Groover all over him in that 7R car. This time around, 5 laps in, 3 to go for Josh Towner. Josh Towner's your leader. Tommy Groover for 2, Alicia Towner for 3, Harry Marvin for 4. Green is out. We're racing down to the front straightaway. Tommy Groover will follow Josh Towner into corners high. He likes to cut off the corner. He drives underneath them. Tommy Groover side by side. Even turns now as they hit turn number 3, trying to get by the exit. Josh Towner. Into 3, off of 4 they roll. Towner still with the advantage. Parallel, popsicle sticks her up. 2 more trips around. This time now, Tommy Groover, high-low switch underneath Towner as they run down to the back straightaway. New race leader in turns 3 and 4. Tommy Groover's got it. Josh Towner still wants it. They're side by side down to the front straightaway. The white flag is out. 1 more trip will settle this one. Josh Towner got the lead back in 3 and 4. And he's going to hang on to win this qualifying race. Josh Towner in the X is your winner. Tommy Groover for 2. Rounding out the top 3, the 9X of Alicia Towner, and then the 57 of the Varmint, Harry Marvin III. So we got them all stacked and packed. The green flag is out. We're 6:02 sprint racing down to the front straightaway. Right off the start, Eric Jennings and Larry Drake make contact. Caution is out. Green is out. We're racing down to the front straightaway. Don Smith will take him down in 3 and 4 as your leader. Heidi running right there for 2. We're 3 wide right down here to the front straightaway. 14, Eric Jennings trying to make some room to come up through there. Yellow is out. We got a spinner at the high side of 3 and 4. Into 3 they go. The green flag is out. We're racing down to the front straightaway. The wingless 6:02 sprints. Down into 1 and 2 they go. Don Smith Jr. in the 77. He's got the lead. Down into 3 and 4, 2 wide. Eric Jennings on the bottom, looking to go from 4th to 2nd now. Jennings is 2nd when they hit turns 1 and 2. Crossover, slides back. Here comes Tacilio. Well, Don Smith, something going astray in that car. Halfway down, halfway to go. So the caution flag gonna have to come out. So lineup's good. We're going to go racing out of corner number 4. The green flag is out. We're racing down to the front straightaway. The 83 car of Larry McAvey will take him into 1. Eric Jennings there for 2. Jennings all over the 83. High-low switch this time off of corner number 4. Jennings got position on him as they hit the bottoms of 1 and 2 now. What a save by Larry McVeigh. Was all the way sideways, gathered it back up. The 14 of Eric Jennings is your race leader. White flag this time by for Eric Jennings. The 1 of Radavoy is right there for 2. The 83 of McVeigh for 3. Heidi heading in there for 4. Off of corner number 4. The checkered flag is in the air. This he races over, and it's going to go to the 14 of Eric Jennings. Third 2 is the 1Q of Thomas Radavoy. And rounding out your top 3, that's the 83 of Larry McVeigh. When Jeff Wayman unfurls the green go stick, we're going to be at full speed. Green is out and we are racing. The 57 with a flat right rear tire. Car number 57 of Harry Marvin. We're going to be looking for a green flag, this time out of corner number 4. Chief starter Jeff Wayman looks him over. The green's in the air. We're racing down the front straightaway. Tommy Groover going right to the top side of Josh Towner as they exit turn number 2. Look at Harry Marvin and car number 57 on the charge now. Tommy Groover will take the race lead. Josh Towner underneath him off of 4. We're side by side down to the front straightaway. Tommy Groover will pull away on the outside. Josh Towner all over the rear spoiler of that 7R as they work down to the back straightaway. Off the racetrack, 2 best friends. But I'll tell you what, when you put helmets on them and you get them on the racetrack, they're going for wins. There's no doubt about it. Tommy Groover up there in the preferred groove holding his line. Josh Towner just cannot figure out a way past car number 7R. Chris Groover around down here in 1 and 2. So 3 laps into this 20-lap main event. Tommy Groover's your race leader. Josh Towner, Tommy Groover side by side at the restart line. Groover will fire. Towner's right with him side by side down to the front straightaway. They take it down into 1 and 2. Tommy Groover will lead the charge. Here comes Harry Marvin III. The varmint is on the move in the 57 car. Josh Towner right underneath the 7R. Oh, we got Chris Groover and Jim Sykes around in a knot. And that one is going to stop the 76 car. Actually, the car on the outside is 7R Tommy Groover. He is your leader. He's electing to start on the outside. He likes the way the top side's going. Green is out. We're racing down to the front straightaway. Tommy Groover with a great restart there. Easily just pulls away as they head down in here in turns 1 and 2. Tommy Groover is your leader, but Josh Towner is working over the back of that car in the X, giving it all he's got. Like we said, these are two great race fans and friends off the racetrack, but when it comes to dirt track racing, there is no friends out there. Harry Marvin taking the 57 in the pit area. This time around, halfway down, halfway to go. We're going to make this one a 15-lapper. So we got 8 in. 7 more trips around the speedway for Tommy Groover in car number 7R. So Tommy Groover's got this one going all his own way in that Riverside Lanes. Car number 7R. Josh Towner trying to get something going, but just seems to be losing ground to the rear spoiler of the 78. $11 laps in, 4 more trips around the speedway for Tommy Groover in that car number 7R. Now Josh Towner might be closing the gap a little bit. Does he have a late race charge in him? Down the backstretch they run. Jim Sykes going to become a little bit of a hazard out there for your leaders. Groover checks up. He'll still drive around him on the outside. Here comes Josh Towner chasing his good friend down. Seeing it through. Oh, Towner way high and handsome. Maybe he was doing too much chasing. One more trip around the speedway for the final time down to the back straightaway. Looking to pick up 2 wins on the weekend here at Penn Can Speedway. Driving the Zimmer Logging Red Barrel Carburetors, car number 7R, Tommy Groover is your main event winner. Followed by Josh Towner and Jim Sykes rounding out the top 3. So we called for 15. We got 14. Off of corner number 4. The green flag is out. We're racing full bore down to the front straightaway. 600 XLCC Modifieds are racing down into 1 and 2. We got them 2 by 2 by 2, 5 rows deep as they spread down across the big backstretch. Camden Maybe is your leader. Corey England right there for 2. And here comes Bailey Boyd in car number 163. Oh, as you see, the track in just pristine condition after the sun went down in some waters. Oh, the 73 of Travis Fitcher gets around. They're trying to go. They keep it going. What a job of sportsmanship to keep it rolling. Meanwhile, Bailey Boyd looking all over the back. Oh, 127 of Corey England. Boyd goes to the outside, shoots the gap, down to the back straightaway. Bailey Boyd will take the runner-up position. Young Camden Maybe, so far he's at up front, unchallenged, untouched. He's looking to keep this winner column right here in Susquehanna, Pennsylvania. 3 laps into this 20-lap go-around. Boyd in England. Now Josh Mudge is looking underneath Hunter Deal for the 4th position. What a race we got up front. Bailey Boyd looking underneath Camden Maybe down to the front straightaway. Boyd now heavy pressure on the rear of the 56 car. To the outside now. Can he make it stick off of corner number 2?
racetrack comes.
What a save by Camden Maybe in car number 56. In the middle of 3 and 4, the green is out. We're racing down to the front straightaway. 600 CCXL modifieds. Bailey Boyd's got to run down to the back straightaway. This is the race for the lead as they hit turns 3 and 4. Caution gonna come out just as we were gonna get racy for the lead. We're ready to go racing. The green go stick is out. The loud pedals are down. 600cc modifieds fire down into turn number 1. Camden Maybe's got the lead. Bailey Boyd right there for 2. Corey England now at a Mudge underneath deal as they run down to the back straightaway. Look at Bailey Boyd starting to flex his muscles in that car number 163. Camden Maybe right there wants to take this one home. Right back to the big town of Susquehanna, Pennsylvania. Look at Bailey Boyd on the outside trying to make something happen down to the back straightaway. Corey England's got a great seat for this one, folks. We are 2 by 2. This is 600 racing at its finest right here. What a race on the racetrack. Bailey Boyd looks to the outside trying to make something happen this time by. Dakota Anderson and Jamie Franson locked in a tight battle. Can Bailey Boyd put the pressure back on Camden Maybe? So far, it's been Mady. Boyd is right there. Here comes Adam Mudge looking back underneath Hunter Deal for the 5th position. You can throw a blanket over the top 2 on lap 9. Bailey Boyd looks upstairs, knocking on the door. Can he make something happen? He's trying to pull even terms down to the back straightaway. They hit 3 and 4. Mady pushes up across the racetrack, but right here's Bailey Boyd back on him. This is some racing you won't see anywhere else, folks. Side by side for the lead. Bailey Boyd and Camden Maybe putting on a 600 show for the ages right here. Boyd's right there. The cars are so evenly matched. They're trying to make something happen. Boyd will pull up alongside of him. Gets a little too high up in the marbles. Have to regroup. 11 down. 9 more trips around. Mady's hoping the top clock goes out. The great equalizer lap traffic. That might play a factor. They both clear him pretty quick, though. Adam Mudge still working the bottom side, trying to get that 5th position from Hunter Deal. Bailey Boyd's giving Camden maybe a little bit of breathing room now. We got a spinner here in turn number 4. Caution is out. Hunter Deal's sneaking to the pit area. Can hometown boy Camden Maybe in the 56K take home the win? The green go stick is out. We're racing down to the front straightaway. 13 in, 7 more trips around. Bailey Boyd immediately goes back up to the top side, trying to make something work. Josh Mudge now really looking good in that 5 a.m. for 4th. High-low switch. Bailey Boyd's underneath them. They're even terms down to the front straightaway. Camden maybe is in that preferred groove, and Bailey Boyd is having a tussle trying to get past them. Boyd again will look to the bottom in 3 and 4. Trying every different line he can on the racetrack, but don't look now, and Corey England's in the mix. This one's racing up, race fans. 5 more trips around the speedway. You can throw a blanket over the top 3. 600 XL racing at its greatest. Dakota Anderson around in turn number 2. Dakota Anderson around. That was looking like a big rock. The 80 at Tyler Smith back there. Yeah. We're ready to go back racing. Camden maybe, Bailey Boyd, Corey England, Josh Mudge, the top 4. The green go stick is out. We're racing down the front straightaway. Where's Bailey Boyd going to go? Inside or outside? He has been all over the rear deck lid of that Camden maybe car number 56. That Camden maybe putting in a turning in a performance of that young man's career. 16 laps in, 4 to go. But pressure is not even started to begin yet from Bailey Boyd. Boyd will not let up on his relentless attack of the 57's car. They run into 1 and 2, off of 2. This time by Chief Starter Gary Folk has got the parallel popsicle stick showing. 2 more trips around this ultra fast 3/8 clay oval. They head down to the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Bailey Boyd still right there, but Camden maybe strong and steady pulling away off the corner. Boyd fires it down in there in turn number 3 and 4. He pulls almost even terms. The white flag is out. 1 more trip around the speedway. Bailey Boyd puts it in around the cushion. Right there on the top. Tries to draw a bead. He closes a little bit as they hit 3 and 4. Young Camden maybe out of Susquehanna, Pennsylvania will pick up the main event. Bailey Boyd for 2. Corey England for 3. Josh Mudge for 4. And a 77 junior of Kyle England will roll out your top 5. What a performance by young Camden maybe. Here we go, race fans, the 602 wingless sprints. The green is out. We're racing down to the front straightaway. Thomas Radovoy immediately goes in on the outside. Radovoy and Jenkins right there off of 2. They run down to the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. Jenkins looks to the bottom. Radovoy up against the cushion. We got one around the 51 of Robert. Who is? Green is out. We're racing down to the front straightaway. Jennings and Radovoy side by side as they hit 1. Jennings will slide up across the racetrack. Radovoy crossover down to the back straightaway. Yeah. They're a great show. Eric Jennings beating off the cushion. So ain't Thomas Radovoy right there in for 2. Here comes Hayden Hedden. Running right there for 3. Heidi's up to turn number 3. She'll clear for the 3rd spot. The Robert Tercilio now will just take 4th away. But out front, this one's all Eric Jennings. As Radovoy is starting to lose ground to the 14 car. So Jennings is your leader. Radovoy's in for 2nd. So as these 602 sprints starting to wind it up, turning some real fast lap times. Eric Jennings in a 14 car. He's under track record right now. Eric Jennings. Eric Jennings in car number 14. Halfway down, halfway to go for him. Running right there in 2nd is Thomas Radovoy. Then the 3 car of Heidi Hedden. 51 Robert Tercilio. So we got a panel starting to come off the 14 car. Now you got to wonder, is that going to change the aerodynamics of that thing? Could this play right in the hands of Thomas Radovoy? In Jennings bobbles down here in 1 and 2. Radovoy is there. He's chasing him down. Thomas Radovoy definitely closing in some ground on Eric Jennings. This time by 5 stiff fingers from Jeff Wayman, signaling 5 more trips around the speedway. They have worked the cushion all the way to the outer limits here around Penn Can.
I think he's going to catch him.
Yeah, he's going to catch him. He's overdriving right now. 4 more trips around the speedway for the 14 of Eric Jennings, but Radovoy is catching him. Using the extreme outside of the speedway. Definitely making up time. So Eric Jennings, still your leader. Thomas Radovoy right there for 2. We got a spinner, and that'll take out Thomas Radovoy. Your second place car with 2 laps to go. What a bad break. The green is out. We're racing down to the front straightaway. Green is out. We're racing down the front straightaway. Eric Jennings, Heidi Hayden right there on the bottom. Ken Radovoy make a charge back up through the field.
I need that sheet back. Come on, guys.
Eric Jennings gets the white flag. 1 more trip around the speedway. This time around, the checkered flag's in the air. The win gonna go to Eric Jennings in car number 14. Heidi Hayden for 3. She's gonna finish in the runner-up position. And then the 51, Robert Torello, will round out the top 5. 18, Grit Sportsman strong here for American Racer Tour Cup. At the point, it's the 6NN. That's the race car guy, Nick Nye. On the outside of him, TC Tommy Collins in a 713. At the Sunoco Racing Fuels, making PowerPoint off of corner number 4. The go sticks in the air. We're Great 602 racing down to the front straightaway. Right off the bat, the 6NN. Nick Nye takes an inside look. Kyle Roner in 1R. We're 3 wide down to the back straightaway. Pat Jordan is the odd man on the top side. Mike Nagel Jr. on the bottom looking for position off of 4. He clears them down low as they head down into 1 and 2. Donnie Lawson right there around the bottom. We got Dale Welty on the outside of Nick Nye as they run down to the back straightaway. Welty on the top side. Nye on the bottom. Tommy Collins is lower yet. 3 wide down the front straightaway for the lead. Race fans get excited because this is Grit 602, sportsman racing at its greatest. Dale Welty will take the lead. We're 3 wide again. Pat Jordan, Mike Nagel Jr., and Donnie Lawson. Downs through 3 and 4. Off of 4 they roll. They're 2 by 2. Nick Nye still looking underneath the 123, trying to pass Welty.
Welty's been pretty fast this year.
Yes.
Nice guy.
Pat Jordan and Donnie Lawson racing side by side. Stacy Jackson, Matt Brewer still racing side by side. We got ourselves some great racing all throughout the speedway, race fans. Mike Nagel Jr. trying to work the extreme bottom of the racetrack. This time around, caution's going to slow us down. We got them all stacked packed. We're ready to let them loose again off of corner number 3 and 4. At the go point, the green is out. We're racing down to the front straightaway. Dale Lucky lost it through the bottom, but here comes Nick Nye in car number 6 and in. Nye looks to the outside as they run down to the backstretch. Here's Tommy Collins right there for 3 and 4. Mike Nagel Jr. will go to the outside. He tries to clear. We got racing all over the speedway. Nick Nye is trying to go around the outside of Dale Welty, trying to make something happen. Don't look now, but Mike Nagel Jr. is starting to pull up through this field. The 6 and in of Nick Nye will lead lap number 8. Up on the top side, here comes Tommy Collins. Nagel Jr. trying to get underneath Stacy Jackson as they run down to the back straightaway. Into 3, off of 4 they come. Nagel Jr. will pull even terms with Jackson as they run down the front straightaway. Nick Nye and Dale Welty out front of this one. We got Moose Gully around in a knot. So Moose Gully gets around, and we got ourselves a parking lot in 1 and 2.
98, 46, and 21's at green, I believe.
We're ready to go racing. The yellow lights are extinguished. In the middle of 3 and 4, Nick Nye's on the throttle off the corner. Look at the race car guy. Mike Nagel Jr. looking to the bottom of Matt Brewer's 00 off of corner number 4.
50, all back.
Caution is out.
Right.
Okay.
22 J's over there, and this is 50.
There, that 14.
So in the middle of 3 and 4 at the Sunoco Racing Fuels power point. Green is out. We're racing down to the front straightaway. Nick Nye will lead the charge down into 1 and 2. Donnie Lawson looking underneath the 00 as they hit down turns 3 and 4. Lawson is there. Mike Nagel Jr. trying to go even lower than Lawson. As they hit 1 and 2 in the middle of 1 and 2. Down to the back stretch they run. The 1R, Kyle Roner, is going to pull it to the infield. Meanwhile, Tommy Collins is starting to put pressure on Nick Nye. Look at Mike Nagel Jr. sorting through there. Jr. now is in 3rd. But out front, the battle is raging. Nick Nye, the race car guy, and Tommy Collins in the 713. They're starting to make some headway on this field. Look at Tom Collins right underneath Nick Nye, side by side for the race lead as they hit turns 1 and 2. Nick Nye again on the outside. Tom Collins on the bottom. He pulls even terms with him down to the back straightaway. Tom Collins looking to grab the race lead away from Nick Nye. In through 3 and 4, off of 4, this time at the line. That's still Nick Nye, but Collins is there. Meanwhile, they're racing side by side. Mike Nagel Jr. says, keep on doing that because I'm coming. 15 laps down, 15 more to go. The lap car, car number 50, right in Nick Nye's line. Nick Nye will shut him off. He'll go to the bottom. That could have been a blessing in disguise for Nick Nye. Tom Collins is right there for 2, but starting to pick the wick up on his car number M7 is Mike Nagel Jr. all the way down around the extreme low part of the Penn Can Speedway. Here's Tommy Collins. He's put a nose underneath Nye off of corner number 4. Them two have been racing hard for the lead all race long. Tommy Collins into 713 puts pressure on Nick Nye. They're side by side again. This time Collins has got a nose ahead down the back straightaway. They run down into turns 3 and 4. Nick Nye around the outside. Tommy Collins on the bottom. Still Nick Nye at the line. What a job by Nick Nye at car number 6 NN. Tommy Collins has tried him on the inside, the outside, every which way. Can't seem to get by the 6 NN. Here comes Mike Nagel Jr. He wants to throw his name in the mix. He picked up the win right here Friday night at Penn Can Speedway. You know he would love to double dip on the weekend. But Nick Nye and Tommy Collins are in the midst of open wheel warfare right now. 22 in, 8 more trips around the speedway. Tommy Collins is there. He pulls even terms. He's ahead of them down to the back straightaway. They race into 3 and 4. Side by side without a spark fly. And this is 602 Crate Sportsman Racing at its finest, race fans. In the middle of 1 and 2. Collins now is underneath him. Nick Nye still has a little bit of advantage. They all pick and roll with a lap car down in 1 and 2, and Nick Nye has lost the lead. Oh. So Nick Nye gets the old pick and roll, seen it coming. 24 in, 6 more laps around the speedway. Tommy Collins checking out on this field. 26 down, 4 laps to go. Nick Nye has not lost sight of Tom Collins. He's trying to run him back down on the bottom. Caution on the speedway. Tom Collins in a 713, Nick Nye in a 6NN, Mike Nagel Jr., Donnie Lawson, your front 4. Green is out. We're racing off of corner number 4. Pat Jordan will go from 5th to 3rd in car number 25. This time by, the white silk is going to be in the air for the 713 of Tommy Collins. One more trip around the speedway. Can Collins hold on? One more trip around for the final time into 3 off of 4. Ladies and gentlemen, off of corner number 4, the driver of the J&J Racing entry, 713, Tom Collins is your winner. Nick Nye for 2, Mike Nagel Jr. for rounding out your top 3, and Pat Jordan in car number 25. Driving this beautiful Ely etching Monofort Fireworks J&J Racing car number 713. For his 6th win on the 2017 racing season. He's done it with the Hoosier Racing Tires. He's done it with the American Racers. Ladies and gentlemen, he's out of the car and he can hear you now. Put your hands together for TC Tommy Collins.
Thank you. Hey, buddy.
How's it going?
Thanks. Excellent race. Well, that was good race. I like that
Awesome race, buddy.
Thanks, bud. Hope it was enjoyable for fans.
Tommy Collins, this J&J Racing thing, this machine has seen several different surfaces. You guys have been on the tour, traveling every which direction. Just got your win on Hoosier Tires here a couple weeks ago and a big one over at Rolling Wheels Raceway. But to come back here in a Southern Tier, a place where you grew up racing at the Penn Can Speedway, in a Grit Racing Series show, this has got to feel good for the team.
Yeah, this feels awesome. I didn't think we were going to get it, to be honest with you. Nick was really good on the top. You know, it seemed like the slower you went around the corner, the faster the car was. So, you know, we pulled gear after the heat. That seemed to really help out. Put a little bit of harder tire on. And, you know, drawing how we did, my girlfriend Kaylee, you know, all thanks to her tonight, because that's what won this race for us.
Well, there's no doubt about it. And to be able to race with a guy like Nick Nye that you compete with on Saturday nights up Thunder Mountain Speedway and on tour races, it feels really good to race that many laps with a guy side by side, not a spark flying.
Yeah, Nick's a great guy to run with. We ran last night together at Paradise Speedway. You know, he cut me some breaks up there. You know, today running here, I tried to give him as much room as possible around the top. You know, I didn't want to get into him. And really, you know, the bottom was a place to be for me. Through the middle, it wasn't anything there. So I really enjoyed racing with him. I saw the 50 car there, you know, and I thought, oh man, here's my chance to get out in front of him. Then the caution came out, you know, and I thought for sure he'd give me a little something, but I don't know, maybe he just burned his tires. I'm not sure.
Well, he was right there, but I think the for sure part was this 713 car was just straight fast. You know, Tommy, isn't anything. I know you got a good group of people behind you. Who do you got to thank to help you get here in Victory Lane tonight?
I definitely got to thank J&J Racing, James Jackie. Without them, none of this would be possible. You know, their kids, my girlfriend, my family, you know, all of our sponsors, Excalibur Bar and Grill, which is in Gibson, so everybody go there and grab a bite to eat. Monteford's Fireworks, go shoot some fireworks off tonight. You know, Lou's Lawn Care, if you need your lawn mowed, give him a call. So they're all from down here, you know. That's why we like coming down here. That way we can support them because they support us so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, he will park the 713 in Grit Racing Series Victory Lane. Put your hands together for TC Tom Collins. Driving the Zimmer Logging and Firewood, Kiffer Chassis, car number 7R. He liked Victory Lane here at Penn Can Speedway so much Friday night, he decided to make a return visit on Sunday. Put your hands together for Tommy Groover. Ciao, buddy. Thanks. Tommy, they say there's nothing sweeter than the taste of victory. Well, for you, that was Friday night, and you liked it so much you come right back here and did it on Sunday.
Yeah, we finally shook that monkey and got the first win, and I hope they keep coming easy.
Well, you can't say easy. You only raced 2 times now and you got 2 wins this weekend. So you're ready for next Friday.
Yeah, we got a little bit of work, go through everything, and give her a whirl again.
Well, speaking about work, everybody knows in this racing business it takes a lot of good people behind you. Who are some of the people you want to thank tonight?
Oh, we got to thank Kiffer Chassis, got a great car. Wildside Graphics, Zimmer Logging. We've got, I'm at a lost here. Zimmer Logging, Kavanaugh Auto, Red Barrel Carburetors, and especially the Wolfpack. They taught me a lot of stuff last year.
Ladies and gentlemen, he picks up 2 wins on this season right here this weekend. Driver of car number 7R, that's Tommy Groover. Buffalo Wild Wings, 57K in a Victory Lane. Give it up for Susquehanna, Pennsylvania native, Camden Maybe. Camden, talk about flowing the hometown colors here tonight. What a job you did out there. I mean, Bailey Boyd was all over you from the word go. He tried you on the inside and inside. The outside, you just held really steady and able to pull this one away. What a good job.
Thank you very much. Bailey, he's a very clean racer. He and I are able to race inches away from each other, very clean. I want to thank him for running me clean and everything else. Thank you.
Well, I'm sure with this deal, there's a lot of help that needs to get done to get here every Friday night and then to compete, come out here Sunday and win. This is a big win for you guys.
Oh yeah, it's definitely feels good to finally shake off the monkey of 3rd place and whatnot. But yes, it's definitely very nice. The being I got Buffalo Wild Wings, all my sponsors, TJ's Auto and Dan Ricky Insurance. Without them, I couldn't do any of this. It's just that all the help makes it possible.
Ladies and gentlemen, give him a hand one more time. Driver of the car, 56K, Camden Maybe.